Hello, my friend. Welcome to the VUS Learning English podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here today. Today, we are going to talk about something very important, something many learners feel. Do you ever feel alone in your English journey? Do you feel like you will never speak English well because you have no one to practice with? If you feel this way, this episode is for you. I am going to give you a new hope today. I am going to show you that you have the power to become a great English speaker, even if you are all by yourself. This is a very special episode. So I am very grateful you are spending your time with me. If you enjoy our time together, please think about following or subscribing. It helps our podcast grow. It helps us reach more English learners just like you. And I have a question for you. Where are you listening from today? Are you in Myanmar, Japan, Turkey, India? Let me know in the comments. I love to see where our friends are around the world. Okay, let's begin. I want you to think about something. You study English for many hours. Maybe you have studied for many years. Your phone has many apps for learning new words. You know so many grammar rules. You can read a news article in English. You can watch a movie and understand the story. But when it is time to speak, something happens. You stop. You freeze. Your mind feels empty. It feels like all the English words you learned just disappear. Where did they go? This is a very hard feeling. It makes you feel sad. It makes you feel frustrated. Your head is full of English, but your mouth cannot say the words. It feels like a big traffic jam in your brain. You know where you want to go, but you cannot move. Then you listen to a native English speaker, maybe on a podcast or in a movie, and you hear their words. Their words just flow like a beautiful river. So smooth, so easy, so confident. You admire them so much, you think, I want to speak like that. So you open your mouth, you try to say something, but your words come out slow. You stop and start, it just sounds wrong. And you feel bad again. This is a trap, a big trap for English learners. I call it the fluency trap. You think you need to speak with people to get better, but you are afraid to speak because you feel your English is not good enough. It is a circle that never ends. And who can you speak with? Maybe your family does not speak English. Maybe your friends do not speak English. Finding a private teacher is expensive. It costs a lot of money. And maybe you think about language apps, talking to a stranger online. But that idea makes your heart beat fast. Your hands feel a little cold. You feel nervous. You think, what if I make a mistake? What if they don't understand my words? What if they get bored? Or what if they laugh at me? This fear is a big, tall wall, a wall we build around ourselves. The fear of what other people will think. For so many learners, speaking is the hardest part. It is the most stressful part of learning English. So what do? You wait. You tell yourself a story. You say, I will start speaking when I know more vocabulary. Or you say, I will practice speaking when my grammar is perfect. But that day never comes. Perfect grammar never comes. Knowing all the words never comes. So you wait and wait and wait. For years, we have heard one story. This story says you must have a speaking partner. It says you must live in an English-speaking country. This idea has stopped millions of learners. It makes you feel like you have no power. It feels like your fluency is in a locked room and another person has the key. But today I am going to tell you something. This is the most important thing you will hear today. You are holding the key. The key was in your hand the whole time. A big part of fluency is not about other people. It is about you. It is about building a habit, a strong daily practice habit. It is about making your own world your English classroom. It is about making your own home your English gym. Many successful English speakers did this. They used their time alone to get very good. They talked to themselves when they drove their car. They talked to themselves when they made dinner. They talked to themselves in their own bedroom. The problem is not a lack of people. The problem is a lack of a system, a lack of a plan. And today, right now, we are going to change that. I am going to give you a system. I am going to give you the plan. It has 3 simple, powerful steps. These are steps you can start using today, all by yourself, to become a more confident, more fluent English speaker. This is not magic. This is a training method. First, we must change our thinking. Your situation is not a problem. Being alone is not a problem. It is an opportunity. Yes, it is a gift. It is a chance to practice with no fear. No one will judge you. No one will laugh. You can practice anytime you want. Morning, noon, or night. Think of it like this. You are not learning alone. You are training independently, like a great athlete, like a famous musician. An athlete cannot just show up on game day and play. No, they must train every single day. They do drills. They practice small movements again and again and again. We are going to do the same thing for your English speaking. The 3 steps I will share are your new training, your new workout for English fluency. Each step builds on the one before it. Step 1 helps you think in English. Step 2 helps you sound more natural. And step 3 helps you practice real conversations. This is a system. It is a path. It is designed to build your confidence. It is designed to make your vocabulary active. And it is designed to make you feel ready for real conversations. So please listen closely. This is going to change everything for you. Here is step 1. The first step is the foundation. It is the solid ground we will build everything on. This step is so simple, but it is one of the most powerful things you can do. It costs $0. You do not need any special technology, and you can start doing it right now after you finish this podcast. The technique is this: start narrating your world out loud. What does that mean? It means you talk about what you are doing. You talk about what you are seeing. You talk about all the things around you in English. I know what you are thinking. Anna, talk to myself? That feels strange. It feels silly. And you are right. At first, it might feel a little weird. But this is your first challenge. You must be brave and push past that feeling. Breaking through that small feeling of awkwardness is the first wall you will break down. Why is this so important? Because it builds the number 1 most important skill in speaking. What is that skill? It is connecting your thoughts directly to spoken English words. Without translating in your head, think about it. When most learners try to speak, their brain does too much work. First, you think the idea in your native language. Second, you try to translate that idea into English words. Third, you try to speak those English words. This three-step process is slow, it is tiring, and it is why your speech can sound slow and hesitant. Narrating your world helps you skip the translation step. You see something, you say it in English. Thought and word become one. So, how do you do it? Start very, very simple. So simple. Imagine you are in your kitchen. You look around, don't just think it. Say it. Out loud, you don't have to shout. A quiet voice is okay, but you need to hear your own voice speaking English. You can say, "This is a table. I see a chair. That is a window. Here is a cup. The cup is white." I know, it feels like baby steps. But you are doing something incredible in your brain. You are building new connections. You are teaching your brain a new way to think. You are connecting the English word cup directly to the real cup in your hand, not to the word for cup in your native language. This is a huge change. Now let's add some action. Let's add some verbs. You are still in the kitchen. You say, "I am walking to the refrigerator. I am opening the door. Wow, it is cold inside. I see some milk. I see some eggs. I am taking the milk. Now I am closing the door." It sounds like you are the star of your own documentary film, your own reality show. And that is perfect. That is exactly what we want. As you feel more comfortable, you can add more detail. You can make your sentences more complex. Let's go back to that white cup. Level 1 is, "This is a cup." Level 2 is, "This is a white ceramic cup." Level 3 is, "This is a white ceramic cup that my sister gave me." Level 4 is, "I am going to pour some hot coffee into this white cup my sister gave me. I hope I don't spill the coffee. That would make a mess." Do you see the power in this? You are practicing vocabulary. You are practicing sentence structure. You are practicing verb tenses, like "I am walking" or "my sister gave me." And you are doing it in a real way, with real things. This is so much better than just memorizing a word from a list. And what happens when you don't know a word? This is not a problem. This is a wonderful moment. You have just found a gap in your real-world vocabulary. Let's imagine. You are washing dishes. You see that metal thing in the sink. It stops the food from going down. What is it called in English? You don't know. You stop. You take your phone. You can use a dictionary app or a translator. You can type "thing in sink that catches food," and the answer comes up. Sink strainer. Wow, a new word, a useful word, a word you needed in a real moment. Now that word is yours forever. To make it strong in your memory, say it out loud 5 times. Look at the object and say, "This is a sink strainer. This 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 is a sink strainer." You will never forget that word. The most important part of this first step is consistency. Doing it every day, not for a long time, just 5 or 10 minutes every day. Set a timer on your phone. Choose one activity. Maybe you narrate making your breakfast, or you narrate cleaning your room, or you narrate your walk to the bus stop. Your world becomes your textbook. Your life becomes your English lesson. You are always reviewing the English you know, and you are always finding the new English you need. This is your foundation. This is step 1. You are building the amazing muscle of thinking directly in English. We have our foundation. Now it is time for step 2, the accelerator. This step will make your progress go faster. Step 1 was about connecting English words to your world. Step 2 is about making those English words sound beautiful and natural. This is where we practice the physical part of speaking, your pronunciation, the way your mouth moves, the rhythm and the intonation of your speech. I call this mastering the music of English. Fluent English is not just about correct words, it has a melody, a song. This step is how you learn to play that song, and the main technique we will use is called shadowing. We will also use reading aloud to support it. First, let's talk about reading aloud. This is very simple. Find a short text in English. It can be a news story for learners, a blog post, or the transcript from a podcast like this one, and just read it out loud. Right now, the goal is not to understand every single word. The goal is to exercise your mouth, your tongue, your jaw. Many learners have what I call a lazy mouth. This does not mean you are lazy. It means the muscles in your mouth are not trained yet for English sounds. English has some sounds that your native language might not have. Reading aloud is the gym for your mouth muscles. It warms them up and makes them stronger. But we can make this exercise 100 times more powerful by using a simple feedback loop. What is that? It means you check your own work. Take your phone. Use the voice recorder app. Everyone has one. Record yourself reading one paragraph, just one. Then listen to the recording. I know, nobody likes to hear the sound of their own voice. It feels strange. But this is maybe the most important thing you can do for your pronunciation. Please be brave and do it. When you listen, you will immediately hear the difference. The difference between how you think you sound and how you actually sound. This is an amazing discovery. Now for some magic part. Try to find an audio version of the text you read. If it is a podcast, you have the audio. If it is from an audiobook, you can listen to the narrator. Now play the original audio from the native speaker, and then play your recording. Compare them. Listen for the music. Where does the native speaker's voice go up? Where does it go down? Which words are louder or longer? We call this stress. Which words are soft and fast? This is the melody of English, and you can learn it. This brings us to the big exercise for mastering this music. Shadowing. Shadowing is easy to understand, but it can be difficult to do. It means you listen to a native speaker, and you repeat what they say at the same time, with only a very, very small delay. You are trying to be their shadow, their verbal shadow. You copy everything, the words, the speed, the music. Here is how to do it correctly. A step-by-step guide. First, choose a short audio clip. 30 seconds is good. Maybe 1 minute is the maximum. Not too long. It can be from a TED Talk, a podcast for English learners, or an interview where someone speaks very clearly. Second, just listen. Play the audio 1 or 2 times. Relax and just listen. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just feel the rhythm. Third, do the echo. Now play the audio again. But this time, pause after every small group of words, maybe after each sentence, and repeat exactly what you heard. Copy the speaker's intonation. If their voice goes up, your voice goes up. If their voice goes down, your voice goes down, like you are an actor copying another actor. Fourth, do the real shadow. This is the final, most powerful part. Play the audio again, but this time do not pause. Try to speak at the same time as the speaker, just maybe half a second behind them. This will feel very hard at first. I promise you it will feel strange. Your brain will feel very busy. You might not even be saying real words. That is perfectly okay. The goal of shadowing is not to understand the meaning. The goal is synchronization, matching. You are training your brain and your mouth to work together at high speed, at native-like speed. You are downloading the rhythm of English directly into your body. You feel the way words connect together. How want to becomes wanna. How going to becomes gonna. You feel this music in your mouth? Why is this so powerful? Because it helps you stop thinking so much. You don't have time to worry about grammar. You don't have time to translate. You can only listen and copy, listen and speak. If you do this every day, even for just 10 minutes, you will see a huge change. The flow and rhythm of your own speaking will become much more natural. It is an amazing technique. By the way, if you are finding these steps helpful, if you are starting to believe that you can do this, please do me a small favor and hit that subscribe or follow button. On this channel, we only share practical, positive strategies to help you. And I would love for you to be a part of our learning community. Thank you. Okay, we built our foundation with step 1, narrate your world. We accelerated our progress with step 2, master the music of English. Now it is time for the final step. Step 3, the simulator. This step will help us practice the most difficult thing. Conversation. How can you practice a conversation with another person without another person? How is that possible? The answer is something new and incredibly powerful: artificial intelligence. For a long, long time, this was the biggest problem for solo learners. You can talk to yourself, but you cannot surprise yourself. You cannot ask yourself a question that you don't know the answer to. This lack of interaction was a big wall. But now AI has changed the game completely. AI tools can be your speaking partner, a partner that is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, a partner that is always ready to practice with you, a partner that is never, ever judgmental. Do you remember the fear we talked about? The fear of making a mistake? The fear of being judged? And AI has no ego. It does not have feelings. It will never get impatient with you. It will never get bored. It will never, ever, ever laugh at you. It is the perfect, safe place to practice, to make mistakes, to fail, and to try again. This is how we get better. So, how do you use it? There are many tools. Some are famous, like ChatGPT or Google's tools. Some are special apps made for language learning, but the tool is not the most important thing. The strategy is the most important thing. The plan. You must use these tools as a conversation simulator, like a pilot practicing in a flight simulator before flying a real airplane. Here is a simple plan for you to follow. First, start with simple role playing. This is the easiest way to begin. You give the AI a job and you give yourself a job. For example, you can type or say to the AI, let's role play. You are a barista in a coffee shop. I am a customer. Please start the conversation. And the AI will begin. It will say something like, hello, welcome to our coffee shop. What can I get for you today? And suddenly, you are in a conversation. It's not real, but it feels real. You can say your answer out loud. I would like one large coffee, please. Then you can type your answer to the AI, and the conversation continues. You can practice this again and again until ordering coffee in English feels easy and automatic. Second, use it to prepare for important events, like a job interview. This is an amazing way to use AI. You can tell the AI, I have a job interview tomorrow. It is for a marketing manager job. Please act as the interviewer and ask me common interview questions. This is your private space to practice talking about yourself, your skills, your experience. You can do it 10 times, 20 times until you feel confident and ready. Third, ask for feedback. This is where AI tools are magical. After you finish a role play, you can ask for help. You can ask, how was my English? Can you please correct any mistakes in my last sentence? Or you can ask, can you suggest a more natural way to say that? The AI is like a very patient teacher. It can show you your mistakes and give you better options. It is not always 100% perfect, but it is a fantastic way to see your common errors and learn new phrases. Fourth, practice simple small talk. This is often the hardest part of a real conversation. The conversation that is not about a specific task, just talking about life. You can start a conversation with the AI about anything. You can say, hey, I just watched a great movie. Let's talk about it. Or you can say, I want to plan a vacation. Can you help me think of ideas? This forces you to think on your feet, to ask questions, to respond to new information. These are all the skills you need for real fluent conversation. Think of AI as your personal speaking gym. You can do your repetitions. You can practice ordering coffee over and over. You can practice talking about your weekend over and over. And nobody is watching you. There is no pressure. The secret is to be an active user. Don't just give one-word answers. Try to say more. Explain your ideas. Ask the AI follow-up questions. The more you put into this practice, the more you will get out of it. This final step, step 3, builds a bridge. It connects the simple drills like narrating and shadowing to the real, messy, beautiful world of speaking with other people. So, let's go back to our big question. Is it possible to become a fluent English speaker all alone? Absolutely, yes. 100% yes. Can you make huge progress in your speaking ability by yourself? Yes, you can. The tools are here. The methods are proven to work. The only thing we need now is you, your commitment, your decision to follow the system. Let's quickly remember the 3-step training plan we made today. Step 1. Narrate your world. Make your home your textbook. This builds your habit of thinking in English. Step 2. Master the music of English. Use reading aloud and shadowing to train your mouth. This improves your flow and makes you sound more natural. Step 3. Use the simulator. Use AI as your friendly, non-judgmental practice partner to build your conversation skills in a safe space. Fluency is not a magic place you arrive at one day. It is not a destination. It is the result of what you do every day. The small habits you build, the consistent process you follow. For so long, the idea that you need a partner was an excuse to wait, an excuse to not do the focused, important work. But now you don't have an excuse anymore. You have a plan. You have a system. You have the power in your hands. You do not need to wait for the perfect time or the perfect person. You can start today. You can start right now. After this podcast ends, just look around your room. Pick one object, a lamp, a book, a window, and describe it out loud in English. That is your first step. You can do it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today, for investing in your English journey. Now I want to hear from you. In the comments below, please tell me, which of these 3 steps are you most excited to try first? Are you going to try narrating your world? Are you going to try shadowing? Or are you going to try practicing with an AI? Let me know in the comments. Making a comment is making a promise to yourself. Your commitment starts now. And if you want to keep this positive feeling going, please subscribe and look for our other episodes. We have so much more to share with you. Keep practicing. Keep training. Keep believing in yourself. You are doing a great job. See you next time, my friend.